Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
Major League Baseball has officially canceled all spring training games through March the 5th, and the lockout continues. But should the worst-case scenario happen, actual regular season games being postponed or canceled, at least you can watch the minor leagues this season. The minor league season is set to begin as scheduled. However, there's a hiccup. Any prospects that are on a team's 40-man roster are locked out as well. And in some cases, these are major prospects and guys who would certainly benefit from the reps that you get during spring training. This does include players who were protected at the end of November from the Rule 5 draft by being added to the 40-man roster and who've never played in the major leagues. Some of these guys should be familiar names to you. Others should be very familiar. This includes Luis Gil, who was a candidate to be a part of the major league rotation, pitched very well in brief stints last year. This also includes Steven Ridings, who had a chance to make the opening day bullpen. I think he would have made it, and I think he's going to be a beast. But those aren't the guys that concern me the most because we've already seen them at the big league level. We know what they bring to the table. Oswald Peraza, a top 3 prospect depending on which rankings you peruse, or possibly an athletics prospect depending on which rumors you read, is also on the 40-man roster. And so he doesn't get to work out in any kind of formal way with the team or use any of the Yankees' team facilities during this lockout period. This also includes Everson Pereira, who didn't play a lot in the minor leagues but made an impact last year, and I was really looking forward to seeing him in spring training. And the earliest spring training games, the first week or so, are when you get to see a lot of the top prospects get some reps because the regulars don't start taking 3 and 4 at-bats or start pitching deep into the game until a couple of weeks into spring training. The shortened spring training is now going to force some of the regulars to take more reps than they generally would in the first few games of spring training because they're going to have less games in order to get their required number of innings, required number of at-bats, etc. Yankees' potential rookie utility man Oswaldo Cabrera is also on this list. He's somebody who had a breakout season in the minor leagues last year and was definitely going to get a lot of at-bats and could have really benefited from some of those early camp at-bats against top major league arms who are just getting ready. Davy Garcia was a mess last season, but the Yankees were looking forward to being able to rebuild his mechanics this spring, so he's unable to work with the coaches. His whole season is probably going to be affected. 22-year-old right-handed pitcher Yoendris Gomez was also added to the 40-man roster, and though we haven't seen much of him, I've heard he's very nasty, and missing out on some development time at age 22, not a good thing. Hopefully these grown men can properly figure out a way to divide up our money. Honestly, I think they should just feed the numbers into an artificial intelligence system and let it handle the math. That's what it's good at. I wish them all the best, and I'll see you when something happens.